Hey everyone, welcome back to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith, and this is going to be a quick news and updates video, and at the end of it, we're going to have our draw to give away this stupendous, fantastic bag of amazingness known as the Deluxe Token Bundle for Charterstone. Well, I liked my name better, but yes, we'll be having the draw for this at the end of the episode. Before that, though, a few things I want to share with you. Recently, I was a special guest over at the Blue Peg, Pink Peg podcast. That was a really big treat. I've been listening to their podcast for years now. One of my absolute favorites. I definitely recommend it to you, not just because I appeared as a guest on it, but all their episodes are fantastic. In this one, we talked about Stuff Fables. In fact, we did a full in-depth review of the game. I don't review on this channel, but when I go to people's channels and platforms, you can sometimes hear me share a variety of opinions on games. You can hear mine there, as well as on some other games that we talked about, and a variety of other ridiculous topics that I won't spoil for you. So I'll put a link in the description of this video if you'd like to check that episode out. I'd love for you to take a listen to it. Okay, well the next thing I want to tell you about is something that I've been waiting for just the right time to share, and I'm very confident we are well past whatever that time was. Because what I want to tell you about are these game trays from Game Trayz for Terraforming Mars. Have you heard of that game before? It came out, what, decades ago now? Very, very popular game. But each player in that game has a map that goes in front of them, and you track several different resources and items on it using cubes. One of the biggest complaints about the game, despite all of its accolades, is that if anyone does a well-timed bump against the table, all the cubes on your sheet go flying, and suddenly you have no idea what your resources were. It can really break the game. So this is an accessory that Game Trayz gave to me. I should mention this was given to me. This was free of charge. So factor that in here to any potential bias you think I might have. This was given to me, and I wanted to share these with you because I thought these were genius ideas. So if you've ever played Terraforming Mars, you're going to immediately see the benefit of these. And let's just go to the table here and I'll give you a quick overview of them. These are vacuum formed trays. In other words, these are plastic. They come pre-molded like this. In other words, there's no gluing or cutting out that you have to do. They're ready to use as soon as you get them. And around the outside edges, they have indentation for the types of cards that you might be needing to manage while you're playing, like your corporation, like ones that have ongoing effects, or other ones where you can collect items during the game, your discard area. We have a spot here, a couple of little pods for just keeping tokens that you're going to use. And then we have each of the different resources that you need to track. Getting in nice and close, you can see we have indented numbers along the tracks when you're trying to figure out how much of something that you've accumulated. And once you loop around once, there's a spot here for once you go past 10. And if you loop around again, another spot to place a cube to mark that you've gone past 20. And beneath each of these sections, we also have spots for more cubes to keep track of resources. A nice little indented trough here specifically for when energy converts into heat. Now the stickers that you see on these trays are actually supplied separately. They come like this, and you can order them separately when you're getting your trays. Here's an example of a tray without the stickers, and it still has an indented area to remind you of the resource, but the stickers include some of the helpful information to let you know how those areas work. And as you can see, these trays also come in different color options and even different materials. This has kind of a brushed feel to it. I know I said earlier that these were supplied to me for the purposes of being able to share here on the channel, but my hope is now that you've seen them for yourself, that you have a sense of where my sort of personal enthusiasm was coming from when I saw these and wanted to share them with you because, well, this is the kind of accessory I love seeing for games, where there's a potential weakness or something lacking in a game, and someone comes up with a clever, high-quality solution for it, and then offers it out there, and then finds a way to make a little cottage business out of it. I love supporting that sort of thing. I love seeing that here. And if you'd like to take a look at this in closer detail, you can do that. I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can check that out. All right, well, let's move on from something very small that was provided to us to something much bigger, this Geek and Sun table. This is something that the company provided to us several months ago now. We've been using here. It's really become the centerpiece of all the content that we create. But when we're not shooting videos down here, we also use this when we're entertaining family and friends and playing games. So it's really become a multi-purpose centerpiece for us here, something I'm very happy and very fortunate to have received from them. But I also wanted to let you know that although this is not an inexpensive item, it is going to be going on sale. They're going to be having a sale January 3rd, 2018 for both this model, this is the Denny table, as well as their Henry and Adam models. So you'll see those announcements going up later on their website, but I wanted to give you a heads up about it now. Because if you're thinking about picking up a table like this, 20% off that's a pretty good chunk of a discount. If you'd like to see all the different features of this particular table that I have a whole separate video dedicated to that, and I'll put a link to it in the description below if you'd like to check that out. You know what? Before we do this draw, there's one last thing I wanted to mention, and I just thought of it now, and that's Twitter. You might already be following Watch It Played already over there, but if you're not, I'd like to invite you to. When I'm playing games, I'll oftentimes take pictures and share them there. I'll share little thoughts and quips in my mind about board gaming. And currently, right now, I'm actually painting a miniature, one of my Necromunda figures. And if you've never painted miniatures before, maybe you're curious about it, like to see how it can be done, I'm doing like a little diary of it. Every day I paint maybe 15, 20 minutes on this miniature, adding a little bit more, taking a picture and uploading it. So you can kind of see step by step how that process works, at least following the method that I'm using. So if that interests you at all, or maybe just to find out about other things that are going on in our board gaming lives, then you can check us out over at twitter.com/watchitplayed. Okay, everybody, now it's time for the draw. Thank you for your patience over here. I have all of the entrants in this app. We tap the button in the center and it'll give us a random winner. So let's get nice and close and we'll see who it is. You know, there's just enough time between contests that I forget this is a terribly awkward way of doing it. And I always tell myself, I'm going to do it differently next time, and I always forget. Let's see, can I read that? It looks like Mitch Kibler. That's what it looks like backwards to me. Let's see if I'm right. It is. No, it's not. It's Mitch Kidder. Mitch Kidder, you're the winner. A thanks to Mitch for entering our contest and to all the rest of you as well. And an extra big thanks to Top Shelf Gamer who sent along this component upgrade pack for Charterstone. Mitch, I'm going to send you an email and get your mailing address from you, and then I'll get these out to you as soon as possible. But that's everything for now, everyone. Until the next episode, thanks for watching.